So it's 2013, right? And Earthbound just re-released on the Wii U, and I'm like a huge nerd for it. I'm listening to the soundtrack on YouTube, a channel called Brawl BRSTMS3. They would upload 30-minute extensions of video game music. So they had the whole Earthbound soundtrack in a playlist. But there's this one extra song not from the game. It's titled Dr. Andonuts' Rage. It's an absolute banger. Almost think it's like favorite song material. Turns out it's from a ROM hack that was made for a Halloween contest on the starman.net forums in 2008. But looking at the comments, I also find out that the song was also used in Homestuck, which is a webcomic that my older brother had showed me a few years prior. I also find out that the song is also referred to as Megalovania. I had never read Homestuck for myself, and I wouldn't for a couple of years. But this song just sticks out to me for some reason, and I never really forget about it. 2 years later, October 2015, I'm a Game Grumps fan at the time, and one day I open up YouTube and I see that Steam Train is playing Undertale, a game that I have never heard of before. I see the thumbnail. My only thought is, this looks like some sort of generic indie RPG, I don't care. Over the next week I see that a few other channels that I follow are uploading Let's Plays of the game. I'm not really interested, so I don't watch any of them. One particular channel I followed, though, uploaded some like really short meme videos about Undertale, and I did watch those. That actually gave me a like mild interest, like maybe I'll check this out later. One day, however, I see a video of that same person playing a Mario Maker level called Megalovania, and that piques my interest because that's the song from before, right? Funny enough, I just started reading Homestuck earlier that summer on my Wii U gamepad. So yeah, I'm watching this video. They're playing the song in the background, which at the time I could only assume was from Homestuck. Then he mentions that it's from Undertale. And then I'm like, hold on. Wait a damn second. I immediately open another tab to look up Undertale and read up about the person that made it. Instantly, way more interested in this game. Just immediately. So I decide to watch one of my favorite streamers play the game, Vinesauce Joel. After watching him play through like maybe half of the ruins, I decided, okay, I need to play this for myself. I don't want to get spoiled. So I decide I'm going to buy the game the next day. I also decide to download Megalovania onto my iPod, as well as Death by Glamour, because I heard that too and it was pretty good. The next day, October 13th, 2015, I go through my school day, and when I get home, immediately ask my mom for allowance, buy the game with the soundtrack. Since today is the 10-year anniversary of that day, I thought I'd share a few anecdotes. So I remember walking in Tutorial's house for the first time, and hearing the music that plays in there, my immediate thought was, oh, this game's gonna try and make me cry, isn't it? And sure enough, I end up killing Toriel. I don't think I was expecting the game to get so serious that quickly, and I hadn't killed anything up to that point. So I thought maybe if you fight Toriel, she doesn't like die from it, right? You know what I mean? That's just kind of what my thought was. Just kind of silly, considering, you know, the whole morality mechanic. It's very obviously advertised as like the point of the game, but that's just kind of where my mind was at for some reason. So yeah, when she died, I was a little bit surprised. I can't say I felt bad because I never had emotional attachments to fictional characters or anything, and like I just started playing this game, but I was just like taken aback a bit, you know. I actually went and found that Easter egg. If you go back to Toriel's house and rest in the bed, you get like Asgore dialogue, and it's like kind of weird and creepy. I found that on my first playthrough. I remember I was called for dinner like right around then, so I just go eat dinner with just like a dead expression on my face because I'm just processing like what just happened. And I was considering reloading my save to see if I can't avoid killing her, right? And I decide that that's not the correct way to play the game, which I kind of regret, because if you know this game, you know that if you kill her and then reload your save and not kill her, Flowey taunts you. I don't know if I would have been able to figure out how to avoid killing her, even though the game basically tells you like 5 minutes before you fight her, but I wasn't expecting that to come into play so soon. But yeah, if I found that Flowey dialogue, that would have like instantly broken my brain. So on that first day, I played all the way up until the Undyne fight. I didn't attempt fighting her. I like left the game on and went to bed. I literally left the game on overnight, and during school the next day, I just came back and picked... I never quit the game. I never saw the file, like, the title screen. My whole entire first playthrough, which is kind of funny. So yeah, I beat the whole game in basically 2 days without ever turning it off. And I only ever killed one other enemy, I'm pretty sure. Maybe, I don't remember. It's been a long time, I can't tell you. But man, what a fucking game, dude. My first time going through Asgore's castle, my heart was pounding. Like, the presentation of things is just really top-notch, you know? Even though it was a seemingly simple story during my first playthrough, it was like, you still feel it. Basically, from the moment you go up the long elevator until the game was over, like after the Flowey fight. My heart was just pounding that entire time. I'll never forget how that made me feel. It was like crazy. The first time I fought Flowey, actually, I didn't know you could move because it didn't look like a normal battle screen. So I just let myself die over and over because I didn't know you were supposed to do something. After my first playthrough, I looked up what other endings existed. I really regret doing that because the game does a very good job of, you know, subtly guiding you on your second playthrough to do like the proper pacifist route, but I didn't know the game would be smart like that, so I just, let me look up what the other endings are so I can get them. I basically just see that there's a kill no one ending and a kill everyone ending, so I attempt the kill everyone ending first, which is not the best idea, unfortunately. And I do this by just killing everyone I encounter. I don't know you have to actually grind at this point, so my second playthrough is just I kill everyone I see, and then I'm confused when there's like no different ending. Then I go and look up how to do it correctly, and I get to the Sans fight. Very confused, because the dialogue from Flowey just before it doesn't make any sense to me. I'm not sure I really processed any of that dialogue. But yeah, a really weird experience doing Genocide as my basically second playthrough. Sans kicked my ass, I could not get past him. But yeah, that's where Megalovania plays, and I think I kind of knew that this was like the secret ending. So I eventually gave up and did Pacifist instead. And you're not gonna believe this, but I somehow did not figure out that Flowey and Azrael were the same person until he transformed. Because apparently I'm just fucking stupid. And somehow after all that, I do Genocide again, a second time. And the conversation with Flowey actually makes sense this time. And just like before, my heart's pounding reading all the Flowey dialogue and attempting the Sans fight. It actually took me a few months to beat Sans, I think. And yeah, after I was done playing the game, I read that Steam guide explaining Gaster, and I was like, God, this fucking shit just doesn't end, does it? I have not been able to stop thinking about Undertale for 10 years.